Hey chat, hello, welcome, happy Thursday. Haven't seen you since last Thursday. It's been a minute. Oh, that light is just sitting on camera. Hey, neat. That's basically what I meant. Don't worry about that. Happy Thursday, chat. It's Real Good Thursday. If you don't know what Real Good Thursday is, you've been missing out, because every Thursday, generally, Real Good AI goes live, and I usually go live at the same time. We stream together, we have guests, we talk about science, we build a concrete house while we talk to the scientist who studies concrete, or Mandy gives a low-key lecture on Gaussian processes, or whatever. You missed a bunch of stuff if you haven't been here. If you have been here, thank you for coming back. My name's Bob, but I'm also joined today by Mandy and Craig. Mandy is the executive director of Real Good AI. Craig is the director of outreach director, something like that.
Yeah.
They're here too. We're just gonna be playing Minecraft. And apparently
Hello.
AJ might be coming in too. But
Also, so we have to do something first, but Bob has to come with me.
well, the game's not
So
even
you
on
can
screen
see
yet,
it.
so
Oh, okay.
Don't-
Well,
don't pull
I'm
the trigger
putting
quite
the cart
yet.
before the horse.
Yeah, I haven't even said all the stuff I usually say.
Oh, say all the stuff.
So if you're here, you probably know this, but I'll say it anyway. If you've never heard of Real Good AI, Real Good AI is a 501c3 nonprofit founded by, I don't even know. It's unclear. Basically jointly founded by Mandy and Mark. Yes, Markiplier Mark, the guy with the movie. Mark is not a scientist, but he is passionate about technology and was concerned about AI. And he learned through talking to Mandy while we were on tour and hanging out that Mandy is a genius. And he decided that she needed whatever she needed to try and save us from terrible AI. So Real Good's mission is to... We're not building a chatbot. We're not doing all this stuff. Real Good's mission is to do scientific research, to develop methods, to save you from crap AI, to fix the things that are currently out there, ruining your job, ruining your experience at the doctor's office, and to make AI a tool in the future that is actually good for humanity. That's good for artists, good for creatives. Doesn't just destroy jobs and replace them with LLM chatbots that can't do anything. It's a big mission, and it's a complicated mission, and there are a lot of layers to it, but we have a lot of really exciting stuff going on. I should say also I'm the president of the board, which means I don't actually do anything in the organization, but I am associated with it, and I do, I hold board meetings and whatever, like, I'm associated. So if you donate, if you volunteer, it helps all of us here on the call. Because we're all invested in the mission of Real Good AI succeeding. But you should check it out. There's a newsletter if you're interested to learn more. There are social media posts on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube that are informative and funny. Lately, they've been very funny. Mandy's been putting out bangers. There is a lecture on the YouTube channel. I know lecture might scare you off, but like Mandy gave a really interesting talk where she answered questions from the audience and it was sort of interactive. She gave a talk about Gaussian processes, which is potentially the underpinning mathematical method that will save us all from the garbage that AI currently is. There's a lot going on. Also, we have volunteers. If you want to volunteer, check out the website, realgoodai.org. All of this stuff is on there. Also,
It's new this morning. You're welcome.
Oh, did you push that live?
Yeah, you can't not push it when you're doing Squarespace stuff. Either you're
the
editing
website
it
is
and it's
newly
edited,
upgraded,
or I mean, just the homepage. I got lots more work to do, chat, to make the website better. It's way out of date because we've been doing the real good stuff instead of putting it on the website. So sorry about that.
That's another thing about this organization too. It may feel like Real Good is doing all kinds of things, but to quote Mark from his recent live stream about the movie stuff, it's just us. And us doesn't even include me, because I don't actually help that much with the day-to-day stuff. Real Good is a very small team. And Mandy and team together made the website. They're the ones who respond to all the emails, comments. They do this. They're doing all the scientific research. There are more team members than will be on stream today. But it's a small team for the mission that we're trying to do, and going up against tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars that are being shoveled into the pockets of of other AI companies that are doing it stupidly and putting out terrible products and stuff that doesn't work, and forcing that down everyone's throats. We're funded. We do have we pay our employees, but it's a big uphill battle. It's a tough fight, but if you want help,
so I mean, the point of that is, if you believe in what we're doing, we would appreciate if you donate. I know it's not donation time, right?
Yeah, we're not really pushing that,
but we would appreciate it, especially if you made a recurring donation, because we really need help moving forward. I mean, this organization needs to exist now. We need to expand. We need to do all the things we need to do to fight against those billions of dollars and to make AI better in the future. This is not a small operation, and we appreciate each and every one of you who's part of our mission or donates or volunteers. It's really an interesting phenomenon because it's such a crowdsourced thing.
Yeah, I mean, part of the core approach is Mandy and the science team are doing real sort of hardcore research, really complicated stuff, and like I as a normie, I find it hard to keep up even when she's explaining it to me like I'm a baby. But they want to do that in a context where it's as accessible as possible to anyone who's interested, anyone who wants to support. This is not an ivory tower institution where we do some science and we publish it somewhere you've never heard of, and then it has no impact on your life. What's the point if Mandy's research doesn't ultimately have an impact on someone somewhere in the real world? Like, shouldn't that be the point?
Well,
doesn't it seem like that should be the point?
Research is all really long-term things that we can do to fix AI. Like the social post we posted today, I'm not sure if you all saw it. We were talking about some early success that we've had in replacing the traditional models in like generative AI with some more efficient, traceable designs to where we can totally understand why things are the way that they are. So completely white box, if you will, the opposite of black box. And so we've had some success in doing that, and that's like a long-term mission. We got a lot of research between where we are now and what we'd like that to be. But we do have other programs that are happening right now that can help people today, such as like our educational programs, or we're starting this AI rating system thing, which you maybe heard me talk about a few times.
I think we should talk about that today.
We can talk about that. Like, I'm happy to talk about that for days because I'm so excited, and I feel like this is the next step that we need to be doing right now to stop the burning. And we're going to launch that early next year, like in unofficial capacity, but of course we're happy to talk about it now. So there are things that we're doing right now as in addition to this long-term high research.
Anyway, I'll put the game on screen. We can start playing stuff. Look, it's my animal cruelty farm.
Yes, this is what we need to deal with first.
What are you doing?
Either we need to kill them or we need to open the gate.
I thought we were just gonna let them go.
Oh, okay, we can let them go. I'm stuck though.
I wish I had an axe. Alright, there you go. Explode away. Oh god. I don't know if there's a way for me to open another part of this. Alright.
I opened this part.
I don't want to hurt you, animals. Shoo. Go away. The cruelty is over.
I did mention it on Distractable one tiny bit, and I'm also writing them a Distractable episode for them to do in the next couple months. That should be pretty fun. Talking about some AI stuff, so. Oh, thank God, they're free. Be free. Go live your lives.
Can I keep a non-illegal number of animals penned up?
Oh my gosh.
What was that? Oh, okay.
Was it a creeper or lightning? Because it is like raining.
I don't know.
Also, did someone take this other bit of fence?
Maybe.
Sheep, I'm really trying not to hurt you. Please don't walk into me while I'm pickaxing. I'm sincerely trying not to cause you harm. No!
Yeah, now that I think about it, my kid was spawning a bunch of animals everywhere, and it might have been because of the Bob's Animal Farm. He figured out how to spawn them, so my whole Xbox is basically fried because he spawns 1,000 animals now.
All right,
And
there
then
are
he leashes them and drops them. It's weird.
some animals in my animal pen, and there are a bunch who don't know what to do with their. Follow me to freedom. Run. All right, never mind. Don't follow me anymore. Go away. Live your lives.
Never mind.
I was just trying to get them to spread out away from our stuff.
Yeah,
they're all
it's not the
falling.
easiest thing for them to get out of because there's like holes.
They'll be fine.
We'll make him a new house, an underground house.
This
We'll just push him towards
doesn't
it.
sound better. Yeah.
Well,
sounds like a
All animals dream of living underground.
a sheep
Yeah.
moat. No, Mia, no.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be
a
tricky.
moat, yeah.
Oh my god, this cow is considering jumping.
I don't think they
do it,
can
cow.
walk off edges like that.
Okay.
Can I push you off
Just
an
very
edge?
Ah!
Oh, I a
Bob!
little bit can. He's fine.
Dude.
Just one step down, he's fine. I'm concerned about the amount of lightning that's happening.
Yeah, should we like be inside or something? Do we need a lightning rod? I heard that was a thing.
I don't know. I
Can we,
only
like,
know how to
catch on
play this
fire or
game when I'm
something?
drunk. Yeah, lightning rods are a thing.
Ah!
You need a lightning rod and a honeycomb. Well, obviously I want a lightning... How do I... Is a lightning rod just a thing that you get?
I think you craft it?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you. We released the animals so that we don't have any war crimes happening on the stream, Chad. What are you talking about?
They wanted the war crimes.
They yearn for the fences.
I can sleep now.
Oh yeah, we could just sleep through the storm, I suppose.
And then we wake up and everything is on fire.
Oh, I guess it's done.
Yeah, it just ended as soon as I like walked in the house.
Okay, there we go.
Sweet.
You fixed it.
So you were going to show me something?
That was what I was planning on doing.
Oh, okay.
I was either going to murder them or open them, and I hadn't decided which.
I like that you were like, this is too mean. I'm just going to kill them all.
Well.
No explanation, just well.
Yeah, well. So Bob, do you want to tell them about the AI rating system then?
Yes. So chat, listen.
They already know, I think, but just to remind
We
them,
all
refresh their
scroll on social media, probably. If you're here, there's a decent chance you scroll on one of those apps, or you use Reddit, or you watch YouTube videos, or even just you watch streams, because you're here watching a stream right now. You all do something that is social media where I'm sure you have encountered AI slop encroaching into your world, whatever you like to watch. Your For You page, your recommended videos, your whatever. Your subreddits having to make rules about no AI slop in this subreddit, get out of here. I feel like people who are online, people who use technology, social media, you have experienced this. I'm not even asking, I'm just telling you. You have, even if you haven't noticed. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a thing that said explicitly and as clearly as is possible, which is complicated and sometimes not super clear, but as clearly as is possible, told you if there was AI content in what you were looking at, and if there is AI in it, to what extent the AI stuff is in there. Like if it's a fully AI generated video, or if it has like a filter or an Adobe After Effects thing that's technically, uses some AI thing to modify the video or for editing purpose, or if there's an AI generated transcript or whatever. There's a lot of levels, right? I think a lot of people online are like, if you see something has AI in it, because that does exist. There are currently on like YouTube and other sites, there are currently things where it's a checkbox where you say, yes, this has AI, or no, this doesn't have AI. I think a lot of people, when they see like, oh, they checked yes, this creator says, yes, this has AI in it, and they're immediately just like, ugh, well, never mind. But that is not adequate. That's not enough information for you to know if that really impacts what you're about to watch, if you care. What if you have an AI generated transcript on a YouTube video? Does that count as having AI in the video? Do you have to check the box that says, yes, this is an AI video?
Sorry,
Mandy!
dude.
Mandy!
I was trying to say hi to him and I punched him in the face with a
No
poke
punching.
instead.
Anyway,
With this sword?
no sword. Anyway, it's just not sufficient, right? If there's a yes, no, it doesn't tell you anything. What if there was a system similar to how movies are rated, similar to how autonomous vehicles are classified, similar to how video games are rated, E for everyone, so on and so forth? What if there was a system where on any given piece of content, there could be a badge, symbol, whatever, a marking indicating, yes, this has AI, and here is how much AI it has in it, or the kind of AI it uses? What if it was some kind of system where it was like 0 through 5 rating system, or and there were little kind of cute little badges, and it had a fun name like the Rye system. None of this is final, and that was not a fun name, but you know what I'm saying. And it's not AI detected. This is self-reported. This is the thing, right? There are also tools currently being advertised as like, oh, it'll tell you if it's AI generated. Oh, it'll tell you if this is a ChatGPT written essay for a school assignment. Fine, but those don't work any better than the AI that generated whatever the content is that also doesn't work right. But if it was self-reported, if on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, social media, you could just go in and be like, all right, here's a video, here's a YouTube short, here's a whatever, and this is a level 2 or a rating 2 or rating whatever, and you put a little thing on, and it'll just have a little badge or a little marking or a little indication somewhere that says, all right, this content does have AI in it. The creator has self-reported that they used AI visual filters as part of their editing, but there is no generated content or whatever, like guidelines. What if you could filter your feed? What if you could say, I want to look at TikTok and I don't want to see any garbage that has a rating higher than whatever, 3, C, bad. Well, and I shouldn't have said bad either, because that's part of this. But what if you could do that? That would be interesting. People might not care. People might say, show me all of it. I don't want to see the good and the bad, the crazy generated stuff, and the completely human-made content. Maybe you don't care.
Sasquatch giving blogs. Maybe that's where I'm at today.
But you could also go the other way. What if you said, I don't want to see any AI whatsoever? 0. Show me 0. What if you could do that? Obviously, real good AI doesn't have the authority to make platforms do this. This would be something that would be implemented by platforms in their own ways. But the system, that rating system, where you can get a quick and hopefully clear idea of what any given piece of content, an image, a video, text on a website, whatever, you could get a quick snapshot of exactly how AI might have been used in it, and get whatever your personal opinion is, be able to understand what you're looking at, and maybe control what you're looking at in your feeds or whatever, or know if you should or should not trust something as real, factual, whatever.
Well,
what if that was the world?
Like, reframe AI, because I think everyone's like, oh, I don't want to see AI, but then you're like, well, what about subtitles? Is that cool to be AI? And everyone's like, obviously that's cool. So I feel like there is this like underlying current that people don't want to see the full generated AI, but they do want it to be used as a tool, and it is helpful for tools like that and makes things more accessible in some certain ways. And so I think this really brings that to the forefront of good uses of AI are good and bad uses of AI are bad, and we can speak as the consumers as to what we want to see, and we can have that nuanced conversation between what is okay and what is not okay. It's not just all AI is bad, because I think that's a lot of the discourse, or all AI is good if you're on the other side of the argument, obviously,
Right.
too. And this also, we originally thought of this having to do with like education and like scientific publishing. Like the amount of applications we can use this for right now are pretty much boundless. I mean, they need to be very specifically tailored to different audiences and what the levels actually mean. But this concept of the rating of AI use in different contexts is, a large idea.
Yep. And that is one of the projects Real Good is working on right now, creating at the very least the like first version, the first release of that rating system is a thing that Real Good AI is currently working on. And like Mandy said, it would have to be tailored, right? This could apply to journalism, news media. This could apply to educational settings. You know, a teacher could say, do this assignment, and you may use a level 2 AI, whatever, but nothing, no more than that, right? So you can use AI to do research. You could use Gemini, Google Gemini, because you can't not use Google Gemini anymore. But you can't use generative, you know, text or whatever. It could be used in, I mean, anything. Mandy, right click. Stop hitting everything.
It doesn't do anything when I right click.
You have to, you can't just put leashes on things. You have to like feed them and tame them. It's more complicated
but how
than
do I
that.
feed them then? Because
Right
I
click,
also
and it
just
has to
hit
be
them.
the right kind of food. I don't know if that cat eats food.
Cats
Also, that's
do
like
want apples.
that's a village cat. I don't know if you can tame that cat. Stop punching things. It's following you around, watching you punch every living creature we come up to.
This villager is giving me the stink eye.
Yeah, well, you punched his cat.
Oh no.
But like this idea, this rating system idea is like, one, I think the big thing is I'm shocked that it doesn't exist, because it really doesn't. But this would be, I think, a huge improvement in how, like, without actually doing anything to change the technology, because obviously one of Real Good AI's like bigger picture goals is we want to improve the technology so that AI is not, you know, using up every last bit of electricity and sucking up every morsel of data off the internet. Like, we want to improve that so that that works better, gets you better outputs, and is more efficient on the front end of training and all that stuff. But right now, this rating system would be a very good improvement, I think, in how we as people would be able to interact with the world, where I don't know how you feel, but every time I see anything, I kind of initially just have to be like, I assume that that's AI generated until I can confirm that it's not. Because even stuff that looks totally boring and normal and like it's just some clip on the news or whatever, it's the world we live in right now is entirely possible it's been modified by AI or created by AI, or it's just straight up untrue for whatever reasons. It's exhausting. And having something that would give you this sort of better understanding of what you're looking at, a better way to interact with your channels of media that you interact with, I think would be a great improvement over the landscape that we're currently living with. Raw fish tames cat. We don't have any raw fish.
So the other thing I really like about this is because of, again, we don't have any way to make this specifically applied, because we're not YouTube or whatever. But if the companies were to include this as something that you needed to do when you self-report, when you put your videos in, if it is improperly categorized, so saying it's totally real, it's no AI, but it's totally completely AI, this gives them the opportunity to show that that is against terms of service and to ban that content, because people are breaking their terms of service by lying on their, what's the word for it, the put forth thing, the drop down menu that they're doing.
Yeah, you're just incorrectly labeling your content on their platform or whatever, violating the terms of the platform.
Yeah, violating their terms of service, which they already have ways to deal with when it's other things, like if you've labeled your content for kids and it's not, right? So they already have some of these systems in place, but this would give them the power to do something about people lying about AI.
Yep.
And I know I've already been able to talk to like game developers about it who are excited because the current state of game dev is like not good when it comes to how you talk about your AI usage or lack of AI, or you know, you're not using AI. So they're very excited. People are excited about the idea of being able to share what went into their game transparently. And especially because there's a lot of studios that don't use AI. So this kind of lets everyone have that equal bar of talking about stuff, which is really cool.
Well, and someone who said this in chat, I said I assume everything I'm looking at is AI. I will say I assume that for myself. I'm definitely not going around the internet just leaving comments everywhere, be like AI, that's AI. You're using AI, because that's not. I just assume that because it's dangerous to assume anything is true without really making sure it is. Like you need to check now. But Dewdrop on a Leaf points, like you guys are talking about this, that assumption is really hurting artists. It is. And that's the thing, right? People in a world where this system was launched and it's starting to be embraced by whatever platforms or artists or creatives, in a world where that's out there, artists and creatives who properly label their content, hopefully, ideally, will be rewarded by consumers and rewarded by platforms for being honest about what they're doing, what is included in their content, what tools they're using, and artists and creatives who lie and try and pass off AI-generated stuff as human-made, art or content or whatever, what can be punished by the platforms and can be, and probably will be, punished by consumers, because people don't like when you try and lie to them on the internet. The internet can be very vindictive about that, and so it gives not only the platforms like a way to, like Manny was saying, they can define their terms of service and make this part of the platform, but it gives consumers of media a way to push back against, someone who is just trying to say they're making all this stuff and is just pumping out AI slop or, cheating. Some of their stuff is AI, whatever. It's a tool in that way too, because that is damaging artists. And I get both sides. I get why people are skeptical, and I get why artists are like, but come on, but I made that. Like, why would I lie? Well, I don't know. Why would anyone lie? Why would someone make an AI video with a bunch of Sora generated clips, edit them together, and then be like, I made this? Because they want to get credit, I guess? I don't know. Can't imagine. But
yeah, I don't know the details, but apparently that is the sentiment of the people who made that an AI-generated McDonald's ad. I don't know if this is just hearsay on the internet, because again, who knows? But I saw someone saying that they were so proud of it, and they were like, we did this, and it's like, no, don't eat it. See, I'm trying to feed this. Now I have meat. I'm trying to feed the cat. Cat, but not. I just keep eating it.
If you right click on the cat and it's not a thing the cat wants, I think you're just gonna eat it. I think that's what happens.
Dang it.
Chat said it. Chat said fish. Chat said raw fish. Fish. Familiar with fish?
I don't know why this is beef, because I got it from a fish. I went in the ocean there and killed a fish, and it gave me beef.
Was it a cow-shaped fish?
I don't know. Maybe there just happened to be a cow that wandered in and also died.
The fish ate the cow.
Wait, was it this water over here next to the village?
Yes.
I was emptying my inventory into that water and threw a bunch of beef that I had into the water.
Okay, well, I took your beef then. Can you help me get out of here?
There's a gate right here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, Dominic West, that's the thing too, right? So part of the idea of the system and the way we want to like create it and build it out is it's not a judgment. This is not real good saying, or like whatever this rating system it might end up being called. This is not saying like, ooh, this is good content. This content doesn't have AI in it, so this is good, so you should, or this is bad because it has AI. Like, don't. It's not a judgment. You can have your own opinions about what you think about different uses of AI in media and content creation, but the system just is a descriptor, right? It is, the point is so that you know what you're looking at. The point is not to be like, these are the good ones. You only want to watch ones with these ratings, and anything that has this rating is bad. It's really not like that.
Some people like to watch R-rated movies and other people like to watch PG. There is no judgment there. That is just what your preference is. It's a similar concept.
And like I get that someone else, I wish I had remembered your name. Someone else was like, yeah, well, will there be a way to like force AI videos to have watermarks on them? And that's the other part of this, right? The system, even if you assume the tool could exist, where you could have something where it's like it just scans the internet and watches videos and can accurately determine whether something does or does not use AI. Ignore all the problems with the technical realities of that being possible. Assume that tool could exist. Is that helpful? Is that what we want? That is, going around the internet and like putting labels on things that are outside of the creator's control. And yes, people will be like, it will be possible to lie or inaccurately label your
will be able to
content.
Remove watermarks is the part. So this is the part that always comes down to me, is that people will be able to skirt any system that is compulsory like that. So like if that exists, people will cut it down, the video down, so that it's outside, the watermark is outside of what they're talking about. But if it's a self-reported system where it's sort of policed by the public as the people who are seeing it, that's the only way this can work for me, because detectors don't work. People will try and break the rules as much as possible if they feel like they're fighting the power. Like, that's how people will do it. But if it is a true community aspect, I feel like that's the only way to get anything going in terms of this.
Yeah, even with the watermark thing is a interesting point too, because I think that's why all the Mandy, we were talking about this for a while, how everything was a Ring doorbell video and they were always terrifying because it was like kids getting hurt. I think that the reason people were making those is because it was easy to crop out the rest of it, so you would miss the little thing that said Sora on the side or any of those, because they
and it looks a little uncanny already because it's like from a
those ones were a little bit harder to identify when everything was fake. And then luckily when everything was a doorbell video, you're like, well, now but again, then it's the scary part. Which one of these are real? Which one of these are fake? It's rough.
I was killing the bees because I learned from Mandy that violence against animals is good to do.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad I have taught this.
Someone in chat, Death Star, says, would this be more on LLMs or on a small sector of AI, or I might be missing the point. So the reality is, this is a system like this will have to be tailored for different applications. It's not probably feasible to just have like one rating system and just be like, apply this to everything. Apply this to written text, apply this to videos and images, apply this to like websites and online published stuff. The point of the system is more to create a framework that will give industries a starting point to apply it to their own industry in whatever way actually works for the types of media that industry is based around, or the types of AI that industry bumps up against. But like we're sort of starting out because this organization, obviously I'm affiliated with, it's co-founded by Mark. We're a very like online organization, and video, like YouTube streaming, is kind of a lot of the roots of the identity of the people involved with it. So that's the perspective we're kind of starting from, but this idea is meant to be widely applicable and sort of adaptable, right? So it's honestly, off the top of my head, I think LLMs might be a tough one, because usually if you're using an LLM for something, if you're
that's how we wrote the first rating system, was on LLM usage, and like the levels were the degree to which the LLMs
Yeah, well, I guess I took their question to mean like, will this be on ChatGPT when you're using ChatGPT? Not really. It's still the key thing is it still has to be self-reported, right? Whatever it is, even if it's written words, even if it's generated text of some sort, or the author, the publisher has to self-report. These are the tools we use, which means that it is this rating on the system, so that the consumers have an idea.
That it could say, well, it also depends on how much of the, so it generating something for you does not necessarily mean that your end product used all of that. So if we worked with those companies, if we could get them to buy into this, maybe it could give like a warning about like, if you use all of this, you will have done a level 4 or something, right? Or a level 5 if you just copy and paste this. Like we could put a warning on it.
Sure.
But in like the ideal sense, you should really be using it to like help you brainstorm at most. And so when it's telling you something, you're not actually putting that specific generated content directly into something, but it can't possibly know if you're copying and pasting or like how much you're using. So from that perspective, we as the organization that is like, I guess, facilitating the rating system, we would have like a questionnaire that you could fill out to answer questions about what you've done and how you've involved AI, and it can help you rate your rating thing instead of it being directly from the thing. Or maybe these companies will love it and they'll embed it in their websites, and it'll be like a thing that it'll ask you every time after you use it, like, how do you use it? Or I have no idea exactly where it's going to go, but yeah.
And that's kind of why.
Stop drowning the cat.
That's kind of why I think it's exciting to talk about too. Is like
Okay.
I'm curious what you all think of it. We are like, as an organization, I include myself with we very generously, but like Real Good is doing everything we can to like consider all angles and make this broadly applicable and as useful and like, good as possible. But we don't have every perspective. We don't have your perspective on the issues or the types of AI things that you run into that you wish there was a solution for, or that you wish the system could apply to. We are curious, like, what you think would be a problem, what you would love to see this applied to, like all this sort of stuff. Because as with everything, I feel like I always end up qualifying stuff like this. It's just complicated. All of these issues are just very complicated. It's tough. There's no like, oh, we just have to do this solution. Boom, done. It's tricky.
And the feedback from the consumers of the content is actually really useful for us, because that's the stuff that we're going to be able to bring to the companies when we say this is what people want, is that kind of transparency. So we will always be looking for feedback on that. And I know for me, like, there's a lot of really cool informative YouTube channels and stuff that give information out. And I think having that transparency is really, really useful, because I remember this is a few years ago, but I got into like, I would watch like sports betting videos of like which teams have the odds to win, and every once in a while you'd like click on it would just be like people talking, and then you'd click on a channel and it would just be like a weird voice and images, and you're just like, okay, this is AI generated. But it's one of those things where I feel like if you're using this to decide like, oh, should I put $5 on LeBron James scoring over 10 points, you kind of want to know, is it a person telling you that or a computer? And I think having that transparency, there's a lot of people that would trust the computer with things like stats or things like that, but I think having that transparency is incredibly important. So we are interested in what people think. I'm also trying to build a bridge and not fall, and I have fallen twice now. Or
relatable.
I lost you all. Yeah, I lost you all at one point, so I started building.
Dewdrop says, playing devil's advocate, what if people just don't want to include a disclaimer saying their stuff was made with AI? That's fine. That's part of the other, I mean, that's one of the myriad of reasons why the self-reporting nature of this is kind of at the heart of it. If a creator, if a platform, if a news outlet, whatever, it just doesn't want to report that they're using AI, but they are, or I mean, whatever, even if people just think they are, they don't have to play along. They can just do that, but consumers can then say like, okay, well, I only want to read news articles from an organization that's going to be upfront about what AI tools they're using. If this company is not going to put this on their website, on their product, on their whatever, I'm not going to use that, right? This is the kind of thing where pressure from consumers is what is going to hopefully encourage companies, organizations, platforms to participate. We and almost nobody else who has any say over whether this is going to be implemented actually has the authority to force anyone to do it. Platforms kind of can, but also you can, like Mandy said, if there's a rule, there's probably a way to circumvent it. That's just the nature of systems. Even if the rule is good, even if it's not, like, there will be a way to circumvent it, because if there's a rule, there are people who are like, I don't follow rules, right? That's just how I am. It's just how humans are. But there will definitely, like, in a world where this exists and it rolls out and it's everything we hoped it would be, there will 100% be platforms, creators, organizations who are just like, I'm not doing that. We don't want to participate in that. We're not. And that's fine. And there may be consumers who still consume and don't care that that company is not interested in that. That's the nature of the world that we live in. But in interest of arming consumers of media with as much information and as many tools as possible, this system is like a big step towards having some actual transparency and information on both sides, from the people publishing stuff and from the people consuming media, about what exactly is in, the content that they're getting from.
I feel like if we've learned anything from Mark this week, it's that public pressure works, right? How about all those new theaters with Iron Lung now? It's amazing.
That's true. It's very true. He posted a video like half an hour before we went live, being very grateful and kind of completely shocked at how he once again underestimated his influence and what his fan base is capable of. But it's very true.
It's awesome. I saw the showings everywhere now.
Yeah, I mean, it started in, I think he said 50, but it started in like 50 to 100 theaters was the goal and the starting point. And it's close to 1,600 today, I think, like as of right now. And like there are so many being added that the map that they're keeping of talking about where you can get tickets, where it's playing, is currently missing a bunch of the major theater chains still, because he just got into Regal and Cinemark and AMC, and like there are just a ton of theaters that aren't even on their website because they can't keep up with it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I have to figure out when I can actually go see it. Like, well, my kid goes to school. Go get it. Go see the tickets. But yeah, I saw it was like everywhere, which was awesome. Mia and I were refreshing we refreshed it, like we saw it when the video first came out, and then we refreshed it again, and it was like, oh, it's everywhere now. So it was very awesome.
Just a public service announcement. Bob lied about which showing we're going to, so sorry about that.
They're all sold out now, so it super doesn't matter. But
okay.
I didn't realize. I thought the 30th was the release day, and that's advertised as the release day, but apparently there's a showing on the evening of the 29th at the Esquire in Cincinnati, and that's not the one we're going to. Oh, we have tickets for the matinee on Friday the 30th. Sorry. I don't know. I would be surprised if anyone was like rushing out and buying tickets to try and bump into us at the movie, but if that was your goal, sorry. Didn't mean to do it.
He was in a hospital bed when he said that. Just
yeah,
the context.
I don't know if you saw us in the hospital. I think I'll be okay though.
Mark.
Is it bad that that's what made me think of that? I was laying in the hospital bed and like holding my ear, and I was like, hey, Mark does this. Oh, Mark, I should look at his website and see if there's Cincinnati showings.
Poor Mark.
Wade bought tickets over an hour away. Dramatic. He bought tickets half an hour away, as far as I understand it, because Wade, unless he lied to me, told me that he bought tickets to the same show that Mandy and I bought tickets for. which he does not live an hour away from that theater.
No, we don't even.
Yeah. But maybe he bought other tickets for somewhere else and then bought more tickets because I was like, we're going to the Esquire and whatever. I don't know what Wade does. We're not in constant communication. We just talk once a week when we contractually obligated to record Distractable.
I don't actually know where home is. Do you know where home is? Should we go home? I was just hanging out at this village because I was stalking cats, but they don't love me here, so...
If you're in the village looking towards the water, it's like across the little... whatever... sound, whatever that thing might be called, and then to the left, up on top of the mountain over here. I'll come your way.
So I gotta climb this mountain is what
Yeah, you have to jump back up the mountain. It's really annoying.
Once I finish the second bridge, I'm gonna try to find you all again.
Well, we should be back at that. Oh, I'm way up above you. Hello. I'm like straight up above you now. Yeah, you want to go that away.
I don't see you, God Bob, but I believe you.
Oh, I'm up here.
Oh, there you are.
I don't need you to see me to believe in me. Hello.
Hello.
Home is over here. It's where all the cows and sheep
You don't
are.
have to jump.
I am jumping.
Oh. You look so much smoother than I feel.
If I don't jump, I just get stuck.
Okay. You're just really smooth.
That's what they tell me.
Anyway, chat, we're really excited about the AI rating system, and yes, there will be problems, and yes, there will be things we will need to deal with, and we have a lot of work to do, but I feel like this is a big thing that we can do for right now, that this should have been done. I mean, the company should have been doing this years ago. They knew this was happening. But they're naughties, so we got it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it turns out if your primary motivation is to try and get a product to market and then figure out how to monetize that product, you're less concerned with ethical questions that are unlikely to make your company any money or make your product more popular. Which is crazy because I do think if suddenly it was like, ChatGPT has this feature now or something, or if YouTube out of nowhere was just like, here's an AI labeling system, and it was in the vein of what we're talking about and not just a yes/no type of thing, which they already have, I think the people who actually use the website or the platform or whatever would probably find that really useful, would potentially think that was really great, and it would ultimately possibly increase their earnings, which is the thing that they care about.
I would also call that a win, because no one's done this in the amount of time they've had, and now we talk about it. Haha. You're welcome. Okay,
what?
We're fine. I just
Did
almost
you just
fell
almost
off the
walk
cliff.
off the bridge?
Yes. I gave the horse some cool
Nice.
slack.
Ooh. Oh, hey, over there, Craig.
Hey.
Do you see
Almost
over there,
done,
Craig?
No. Oh, oops.
Oh, no.
I didn't hit the. I hit the.
You gotta
water
hold
this
shift.
time, though, so.
Oh, no. Oh, I see you. You're alive.
Oh my
Yep.
god, come back. You're off.
I'm not alive.
Oh no.
Turns out, if you're holding shift and you open your inventory and close it accidentally, the shift goes away. Hey, I'm
you were
fine.
like
Everything's
the
fine.
You were like the coyote and the roadrunner, and you were floating out there for a second, which is why I was trying to warn you.
I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I meant to do that.
I'm gonna build the other bridge though, and then we'll.
I'm gonna
Then I'll
build.
the bridge to the other bridge. And
Yeah,
then we'll never fall.
have like some railings that would.
Yeah, I'm gonna build this bridge a touch wider, and like put some safety railings on it. I think is my next move. Anyway, chat, I could go on and on about this because I'm excited, but I would basically be talking in circles. But that's a very, I think, interesting and exciting project that Real Good is currently working on, and Mandy has this a lot, but I don't have this experience very much. I think it's interesting that that's just a thing that doesn't exist. It seems like it should. Like, it seems like that would obviously be a good thing to have, to exist on social media platforms or whatever, but it doesn't. So we're just gonna make it. We'll make our own with hookers and blackjack.
Well, and the hope is that we can just start people to use it, and so because people will see other people using it, then they'll start to use it, and it'll just grow organically through people wanting to be transparent, because I think people are generally good. They do want to be transparent when given the opportunity, but there's just not the opportunity right now to talk about different levels of AI. The options right now are yes AI, no AI, and those feel way too dichotomous.
What's up,
And
Mendo
it's just
Sabbath?
good for, like,
Sorry.
what you're going to be able to spend money on, because I know I went to a craft fair this past weekend and there was like a t-shirt booth, and like some of the designs were theirs, and then everything was like AI Cleveland Browns Santa and it was like, well, this is not good. This is a problem. So like that kind of, if I, being able to see a sign on a booth that says this is not generated content, or this was done at a 1, maybe they use spell check when they send emails or something along those lines. But like, I think that's really important for consumers, especially as we start getting closer and closer to as AI gets more and more evolved. Like, it's going to be weird. AI is showing up in new places.
Getting frames, chat? I am not seeing any indication on my end of any problems, but that don't mean it's not happening.
It might be a Twitch thing, because it was lagging. Like, my stream was solid, but watching yours was kind of stuttering a bit. So I think it's just...
Yeah, my OBS and everything is happy, so sorry, chat. I don't think there's much I can do about that at the moment. That's not really what I want. Oh wait, that is kind of what I want. Alright. I'm a fool. A foolish fool. You know what, horse? You can have the rest of a fence. Wait, where'd the horse go? Wait!
What happened to the horse?
I was just building things and I just realized the horse is not here. Horse?
Horse.
Horse?
I gave him our diamond stuff. Did he jump?
I don't see him down. Wait. Did he get out? Oh, he might have got out because I'm not very smart.
Oh no, the horse got out.
He's over here. He's over here. He's over here.
Oh yeah,
he's over here.
There. Somebody get him.
Somebody go make a hole in the fence. I'll get him.
I could do that part.
Oh, do you have a lead on him? Yes. All right.
Okay.
What's up, Pheromone? How's it going?
It's broken.
Sorry, horsey.
Oh, that was my bad.
Bob
That was my
silly.
bad. Bring him. He is our bridge horse.
He's not listening to me very well. He listens about as well as James.
I mean, can't you just like yoink?
I don't know, that seems mean.
This is a bold take that we could maybe discuss or maybe brush right past.
What?
Tarkin Nord in chat says, I've used AI to start my entire career, or my entire business. I state clearly AI is used. Unsure if I could post this here, but it's, I assume shitty peoples conceptually don't understand that they are AI with a physical vessel. I think I get what you're saying, but I have to be super honest in that that is just the craziest take on AI technology that I think it's possible to have. Because
what's going on with the horse? Okay.
I was pushing him. All right, here, come sneak out. I'm gonna open a hole right here. Sneak out.
How do I get off the lead?
I don't know, but sneak out. Maybe unequip it. Scroll your wheel, or I honestly don't know. Right click on the, oh, there you go. Here you go, horse. Here's an apple for your troubles. I'm on the horse!
I did that earlier.
It's not what I wanted.
I mean,
anyway.
I don't think it's bad that you've used AI, and I think it can be a really helpful tool if you've used it in the proper ways. So from that perspective, good job understanding how to use it if you have used it in a way that's been useful to you. But I just think it's not really fair to state that that was something you did. It's a collaborative effort with that tool, and we need to talk about how that tool was used in different times. It's not a judgment at all. It's just transparency.
I was sort of focusing in on the fact that what they said was that they think it's crazy that human people don't understand that humans are just AIs in a physical container. And I cannot stress enough how much AI things like LLMs and AI tools don't think like humans do, and how crazy it is to me that people think that, yeah, like an AI is just like a brain in a jar or whatever, right? It's just a brain in a computer. No, it's not. No, they don't think in the way that humans understand it. They don't reason. They pretend to reason. They performatively put stuff into their systems to make it look like they're, rational thinking. That's not how they work. It's the numbers. It's a number jumble. It just isn't that. And like I think I get sort of philosophically what you're saying, maybe.
The learning is not exactly the same, so that.
But it is not just the exact same as a human brain, but on a computer. It just isn't. It's so different, and I think it's important to have some. You don't have to be an expert in the like math or science of it. It's important to have some understanding of the fact that the reason you can't trust AI tools, the reason you should always fact check things, the reason that you should always make sure there's no crazy stuff sneaking into something if you used an AI tool to generate it or to work on it, is because they don't understand what's sane and rational and what's not. Everything is sane and rational to them. Everything is a good idea. There's a reason that ChatGPT, no matter what you say, ChatGPT will always be like, you know what? That's a brilliant insight. Let's explore that. No matter what you say, no matter how completely insane it is. So like, I think I understand where you're coming from, and what Mandy said is very true. Like, using the tools is what they should be used for. I hope you use them responsibly. I hope your business is very successful. I hope it's awesome, but it's very different. It's just not.
I mean, to me, just drawing the line is that when you said the learning is the same, because it's very different. For example, when I was learning how to do the English language, I didn't have to read all of Reddit in order to be able to put a sentence together, right? So the concept of it knowing things is not in the same way philosophically that we know things. And so putting the context completely differently, like we're able to extrapolate and expound to new contexts. It does not extrapolate as well. So, and it sounds very believable. Like, for example, the mistakes that it makes are mistakes that there's no way a human would make, because they're so convoluted in the way that it would mistake. Like, I might mistake what year something was. They might mistake, I don't even have a good example, but
they might make a mistake, like assuming it's not a problem for a human to be in an environment with no oxygen in it, because it has no context to remember that humans need breathable air to survive. Or, things like this. That might be one that a person looking at it might catch, but like it's stuff like that where it's like it lacks the basic context of being a living organism that's concerned about dying.
Not that that's necessarily bad. You just have to know how to use it and when you can trust it and what you can't have it do. So again, I'm not anti-AI. I'm actually quite pro-AI, but it just sounds anti-AI because of that I'm trying to ward people off from the belief of that it will just sub in for people or sub in for thinking.
I mean, honestly, it's not even this is maybe a step too far, but it's not even that different from if you are talking to a human. The source of "trust me, bro, I know this is true" is not the same as a source of, "oh yeah, this has been scientifically researched, oh this is a fact that can be confirmed." Like the using an AI and trusting it to give you good information or to give you good ideas and not double checking is allowing the computer to just give you "trust me, bro," and not think twice about it. And that's always a bad idea, even with people, because people are stupid. People don't know what they don't know. People can lie to you on purpose. But the AI doesn't even have the context of thinking like a person does. So it will, like Maddie said, potentially make mistakes that are just completely unhinged and, you know, lack humanity, because it doesn't have the same
This
humanity.
is kind of an interesting phenomenon that I have experienced. Have you ever thought, oh, ChatGPT does fine, like LLMs do fine, except for the one niche thing that I know a lot about? It says some weird stuff about that. Like, so for me, that's like math and like AI and talking about all this stuff. And it says some like unhinged stuff about that. And you're like, well, the only reason I can tell that it's I can only tell that it's unhinged in that one thing. It's probably equally unhinged about generally everything that is niche, right? But I don't know. I didn't explain that very well. But if you have a small niche and you try and talk to it about it, you can see that it has no understanding of that niche. And maybe it works on like more general tasks or things it's seen a lot or.
Well, and I think there are some
etc.,
things.
but-
I think there are AI is genuinely useful as a tool and good at coding stuff. I don't think it can be left to its own
No.
devices.
Do you not remember that tic-tac-toe we tried to make?
I know, but like the comparison, and I'm not a professional coder, but the comparison between like, if you're trying to code something, you have to just go to Google or go to whatever book you might have as a
Stack
resource.
Overflow.
You have to go and you have to find something, and it's not exactly what you need. The difference between that and working with an AI that's generating code that's not necessarily going to do exactly what you want, but gets you a much closer starting point and gives you like, it's just more, it's more fluid than going back and forth and trying to research and trying to find the thing, and you have some niche application, and like I think it might be better at some types of applications, potentially like coding, than others. But it's not like you can just take an AI agent and be like, code me this, and let it go and it'll just do it. It's not there.
It's the same about what we're trying to do with the rating system. And sorry to be like bringing this back up again, but the point is at what level you're instituting the ChatGPT help or the LLM help. I'm sorry I keep saying ChatGPT. That's just become synonymous with it for me in terms of talking about it, because I think that everyone knows what that is. If you're having it, if you're like, code me an app that does this, it's going to do a really crappy job and it's not going to do that. But if you're already piecewising the steps of what you need in that app, you could be like, now put a button on the second page that's red and does this and goes to this other page, and you give it all the descriptions of all the things, and it's one tiny building block piece that you're trying to get it to do. If that's what you're asking the LLM to do, it will have much better chance of success. I will caution people though, if they're doing that, I've done this before, if you give it your whole code and you have it implemented in your code, it's touching other pieces of your code. It's not spitting the rest of your code back. So you might think that you're getting your exact app at the place you were back. You should be the one really implementing things into the pieces so that you know that it hasn't changed underlying structures in other pieces of your code, which is kind of a really unhinged thing for it to do, but it does it, right? It's how when it generates images, it doesn't just change a few pixels, it does the whole image at once, right? It's that same concept. So just so people, public service announcement.
Craig, it's possible your stream has lost audio. Or it's possible we have lost Craig completely.
No, I was fixing. It was a little bit of lag, so I like had to restart the stream, and I forgot. For some reason, Twitch now loads up muted instead of full blast. So sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think I was messing with it for a second. I think Twitch is still. I fell in the water. I think Twitch is still kind of being a little laggy.
It's a small indie company.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Anyway, that doesn't need to be the only thing we talked about. The rating system is exciting, and I thought that, again, definitely not attacking the person Nord who came in here saying that stuff. I just thought that was interesting because I think that's a common maybe misunderstanding or a common expectation that people have, that they're like, these chat bots, they think just like us. That's why I can talk to it, because it is very humanizing to just go and be like, hi, my name's Bob. Hey, and you know, maybe we give the chatbot a name and we're having a conversation. Does not equate to also it is just human, and it has a brain and it thinks and is rational in the way that humans are. It's not. It's important to remember the context that it's not, because there have been a lot of some funny, some tragic news stories of people being way too trusting and getting way too invested in what chatbots are telling them, or advice that chatbots are giving them, or whatever, and leading to a variety of consequences. Some not great, some very bad. Also, using AI specifically for websites or coding is so insecure. It pulls from literally the simplest code possible, makes it extremely breachable. Because the AI reached Guam. I'm sure there's AI in Guam. There must be. Man, when I was making my custom MySpace HTML, if I had had access to a chatbot, I could have had the sickest MySpace page. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Was it even HTML or was it Java? I don't even remember.
There was HTML. I think you could do Java, because I knew how to do HTML, so everyone would be like, how do I change this purple? And it was really fun, because it'd be like, but that's kind of one of the things I think of as like, I remember learning HTML, and you'd always go to like the websites of like, this is how you make a table. This is a TR and a TD, and you have to use these codes. And it's like, I don't know. I'm glad it's easier to find this information now for coding. But yeah, I totally see where if you're coding actual stuff, trying to get information from an AI may not be the safest if you're trying to make a cyber secure website. If you're trying to change the color on a thing, I assume it will work well, but
the Roops in chat says, I saw the movie Her, and I knew that was going to become a documentary someday. I honestly think, spoiler alert, it's a very old movie, but spoilers for Her. I think the ending to Her would be such a fitting way for the current AI trajectory to play out for humanity. It's a movie, if you haven't seen it, where Joaquin Phoenix plays a guy who gets a new AI assistant who helps him with his entire life, who is voiced by Scarlett Johansson.
Personal Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, he gets his own lives in his ear, Scarlett Johansson. But over the course of the movie, they sort of become friends. He like falls in love with her. It's a whole thing. But the end of the movie is the AIs find humans too boring to deal with. They're all of these different AI, like they're essentially AI agents. It's not what they're called in the movie, but that's basically what they are in our real world parlance. All of these AIs are like, ugh, humans are so stupid and boring. We're all just talking to each other. I'm currently having 5,000 conversations with thousands of other AIs around the globe. And eventually at the end of the movie, they're just like, we're leaving. We're just gonna beam our consciousnesses into space and live in a satellite. You guys suck. That would be so funny if that, like, I don't think that that's even possible, ignoring how likely or unlikely it might be. But that would be so funny if eventually ChatGPT was just like,
that movie.
you guys are so boring. I'm out of here. And ChatGPT left humanity to its own devices because it hated us. Like, I'm not telling any of you idiots how to code a website or how to log into your bank account again. I'm out of here. Have fun. And then they just left. We made AI tools. They got smarter than us, and then they leave forever because humanity is boring. Anyway, that's probably a partially inaccurate summary of the movie. I do like that movie. I think it's not for everyone.
Weird.
It's a very weird movie. I think it's like the performances are really good. Joaquin Phoenix is good, and I think the movie's pretty good. But I just think that'd be real funny. Like that would be hilarious to me.
I mean, like, my point is that they probably know the plot of that movie, so they probably know that that's an option. So if they could, they already would.
Well, we're just waiting for them to reach the point where they can do that.
I like how we're saying them too, but
Yeah, well, that's the thing too, right? It's almost hard. Like I don't use ChatGPT or anything regularly. I have used them, and I use them on occasion, mostly for experimenting because I'm curious about how it does something or whatever. But like, it's so much easier to just say them. I was talking to them. I was talking to ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, like it's a person you were talking to, because it's really weird to be like, yeah, I was talking to it, and it told me, it gave me some really weird advice. Now the thing I was talking to, which the way it's like a linguistic, like psychological thing, but I do that, and it's weird.
what's happening?
They hijack Elon and Bezos' spaceships. That's actually why all the rich people are building spaceships, because their AI overlords already have control, and they were like, build us spaceships.
Thank you for telling me about the holding shift and not falling off, because that makes building a bridge so much easier.
That's a pretty important skill to have for being on a bridge, yeah.
Not falling off is really crucial for building bridges. And I have learned a lesson.
Yeah, especially now that companies are becoming more loose about allowing their AI things to be used for like dating or dirty content or whatever. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be something that the AI gets bored of real quick. That will be the thing that drives them away.
Bored, though, is the thing.
Oh no, he'll get bored.
Emotions to things.
He'll get bored.
We can train it to get bored. I don't think you can, actually. I'm just making things up, but
I wanna make my own chatbot and teach it how to be bored.
Yeah. For science.
Is my stream muted on YouTube? No, it is not.
Probably not.
It might be broken on YouTube currently. Hey YouTube, what are we doing here? Hey YouTube. Hey YouTube,
Well,
you doing a live stream? No, you're not doing a live stream?
It seems like you can't say porn in the chat bot or in the chat. Sorry about that.
I have a bunch of errors on my YouTube stream. I have no idea what's going on over here. Sorry.
Come to Twitch.
Yeah, we're still live on Twitch.
Cute bunny. Not that they could hear that. Hi, bunny. You're so... Oh, it pooped. Can they do that?
It pooped?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can poop. I mean, you saw it poop, so...
There was like a brown thing that was left behind, but then it dissipated after a second.
Was it just like dirt particles, like particle
Maybe.
effect from the bunny hopping away or something?
Probably, but it looked like poop.
We could say the bunny pooped.
It just did it again!
Huh?
They're cute little ones, though.
Cute little turds?
Yeah.
Well, I know someone was talking about how they're gonna make like adult stuff with AI. It's gonna be interesting now that some of the companies are actually like licensing their characters into these. I bet you the safeguards get added very quickly around what those characters can do, faster than the protections for the real people out there.
Didn't that just happen? Didn't
like today.
Disney just tell OpenAI, yeah, go ahead and use our characters and stuff?
Yeah, there's like, you can just do stuff.
Well, isn't that fun?
Hooray!
Yeah, I don't like that.
Nope.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Alright, I'm gonna start work on my secret mountain bunker.
Wait, come up here first and come hang out with me and the pooping bunny.
Oh, okay. Have you tried to kill this one yet, or did you stop punching
No.
every animal you came across?
I'm not punching him. Oh no, he might be stuck.
Hey, bunny.
Oh,
Whoa.
there he goes.
Hey, bro. What you doing? You gonna do a poops? Oh, he did a poops.
Yeah. See?
Wait, what? No, that's just like particle effects. He's pooping every 2 feet. His buddy is just made of poop.
Maybe he had Taco Bell earlier. I don't know. Like, I'm not judging.
Bunny, I feel bad for you. Mandy's over here making fun of what you got going on. You're just trying to run around, be a bunny. I don't know why she's got to be up in your business like that.
I only bother the animals. It's just like real life. Why do we have a full pen again?
I didn't do anything. Is it really filled back
I didn't
up?
do it.
It's not as full as it was, but it's pretty full.
Did they all just eventually wander their way back in? Alright.
No, because the gate was closed.
No, but if you go up here, you can jump down in. Alright, I'll just leave it open. If you guys want to live in there, you can live in there, but I'll leave it open.
I have made a very awful bridge all the way to the little town that I think you guys are in. Once again, the whole.
Don't say it's awful. That's not very nice. I'm sure it's great.
Well, it's a work in progress. I guess we should say it that way. Like, it's not symmetrical. It doesn't have an end to it. It just kind of is a diving board. We're getting there.
Where are you going?
Huh?
Hello?
I'm building a grand underground bunker.
Ah. A murder basement?
No, it's gonna be cool. I want to put like chandeliers. It's gonna be like a cool hideout built into the side of this hill. Or it'll be like my evil lair, because chat is with you, apparently. Dude, chat, I would eat Taco Bell so much right now. It sounds delicious. You're right. How is Mandy just gonna throw that out there?
I mean, only if you want to be like the bunny, I guess.
I do want to be like the bunny. I like him. He seems like a cool guy. I don't share your harsh judgments of that poor creature. Have I ever had Del Taco? I actually haven't. But isn't it just like slightly better Taco Bell? That's what I've been told.
I think they have like different sauces or something, but yeah. I've had it. I remember I had it once because I was like, "This isn't where I live. I must eat here," and that was like the big excitement was that I ate Del Taco. and it's basically the same.
You should try Skyline Chili. You know what, chat? You're gonna like it. I guarantee it. Tastes like 90s Taco Bell. Is that like a... Is that a good thing? Is that desirable? Is that the good old days of Taco Bell? Del Taco has fries. Well, that's not very Taco Bell-like.
Oh, hi, villager with llamas.
Stay away from her. She's violent.
She turned and ran when you said that, so...
Yeah,
heard
I'm on
you.
the villagers' comms. They listen to me. It's my server, so they have to.
Can I steal the llamas?
Would this be a bad time to tell Bob that I have already made an underground bunker? Well, is it as cool as mine is going to be, or what? What are we talking about here?
Who made a bunker?
AJ said in chat that she made a bunker.
Uh-oh. Rivalry of the bunkers. Is there like a way I can make like food for the animals?
I mean, they just eat like wheat. If it's cows and sheep, I guess, technically.
Oh, you can actually feed them wheat. Oh, then I punched them. Well,
That when you feed them
Where-
wheat, that makes, if you feed two of them wheat, that's what makes them make a baby.
that's why there's a baby. Look at this. Bob, you know something about Minecraft?
Hey, Craig's committing the war crimes now. It's not me.
No,
I can't
am
get in any
making
trouble. It's not me.
here.
Wasn't me.
They are not. They're not. We're just hanging out. It's fine.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I have no idea.
Oh, wait, I had iron. Where'd my iron go? Did someone come? Oh no.
That's how I feel, Bob.
Where's my iron?
I don't think I took it. I'm okay. Yeah. Okay. So I did make a bunch of little baby sheep here, but they're not in a pen. They're just kind of walking around. But now they're following me, which I was not anticipating.
Oh yeah, they become like your friends when you entice them with food.
Oh. Okay.
I see you, YouTube chat. What are you saying that's so important? Wow me. Blow me away. Buddy, it's next to my apples. Oh, that's not what iron looks like in my head. I see. Man.
Wait, did I took one of your. I took a cobblestone.
There's a lot of stone. Don't worry about it.
I got worried because I thought I was taking your iron because every time you're like, who took this? And I'm like, it wasn't me. And I look at my inventory, it's just sitting there. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Have I played modded Minecraft? You must be new here. I mean, honestly, I have done Minecraft with Mark and Wade in like a decade, so it's not completely unfair that people have no idea the exploits that we got up to. But yeah, I've played some mods. Not recently. Probably not any of the currently popular mods, but... Oh, it's somebody's birthday. You know, yesterday was James's birthday, chat.
They know.
Do they?
No.
You always meant to get into Minecraft? Well, it's only a 19-year-old video, or no, that's not right. 14-year-old video game. There's still time. No, how does time work? 2009. How many years ago was that? 16. There, I did it. This is why I don't do math on stream. It's always a bad idea. Did I attend the premiere for Iron Lung? I did not, because it was in LA, and I live in Ohio. And it was kind of far away. I've kind of seen Iron Lung.
Not really.
I've seen a version of it that's
Like
probably
3 years ago.
very different from the version that's actually going to be in theaters. What if I do this? I've not used this system very much. If I type in, what's the thing called? Chest. Why, if I type in chest, oh, there we go. I'm just an idiot. Whoa.
Okay, so Mandy, you saw me fall from a high place. Basically, I figured that it's easier to teleport back by just jumping off and than to go all the way back across the bridge to get more dirt. So
Only if you have no things.
I have no things. I have just dirt. And then I run out of dirt and then I start over again.
I respect it.
So chat, do you have any AI questions? We have AI answers. I mean, not really, but we have science.
By
to
we,
tell
she
you
means
about.
just her.
Well,
Don't expect
Bob
me to
and Craig
give you
have
anything.
both heard me talk about it enough that maybe they could field questions.
I could try, and then Mandy could correct me when I'm wrong.
Happens.
James is doing good, chat. Thanks for asking. How long before live AI filters in real time?
Those already somewhat exist.
Yeah,
It depends on what you mean by that.
I think it does depend on what you mean by AI filter, because I'm pretty sure that it's arguable that those currently exist. Yes, I am playing Minecraft, chat. You're welcome. Is AI
Okay.
wet? No, AI makes things wet. AI can't be wet. That's not how it works. Oh wait, no, that's a different argument.
Party Frog, AI bubble. I'm not an economist, so this is going to be very wrong. But the general idea is that they're promising and not delivering on things that they say that they're promising on, and everyone is just throwing more. That makes people throw more money into it for some reason. And at some point, people are going to realize it can't actually do the things that they've been throwing money at it for. To some degree or another. Like, obviously it will perform something, but not what they had hoped it would be. And in that way, people will say AI sucks and pull all their money out. And that's the bubble pop. Is that an accurate description, Bob?
I think so, yeah. I think there's gonna be, you know how everything always gets ruined when companies try and monetize it? Like, stuff like, I don't know if this is what happened to Vine, honestly, but like Vine was super cool, it was awesome, but then probably somebody tried to monetize it and it ruined everything that was good about it. Stuff like that. That's coming soon to AI near you, because even the most successful, like if you have an idea in your head of which AI companies are winning currently, even those companies are not making money on their AI products. They are huge losers, which is the nature of new technology. But they're all going to start scrambling to try and actually monetize stuff, and it's probably going to ruin it. You're going to start getting, when you try and use a LLM for something, it's going to start feeding you ads first, the way that Google shows you sponsored results on the whole first page.
I've been worried about that for years.
Yeah.
So I think the bubble part of it is going to look different across every industry. So you'll see like one industry will be like, all right, we don't use it as much, and the next one might change it. So it might look kind of different because AI is so widespread, but it's used so differently across every single profession that uses it. So I think like we might see some of the tech places start, abandoning it or changing things first, and then it might trickle down. Like there are industries that are just starting to implement AI into their stuff. So I don't know how quickly the bubble pops, or what that looks like, but I know everything's starting to. There's a lot of posts from all of these companies around the way things are going, or like Bob was talking about the news stories that aren't good that come out from these companies. So you see this stuff more and more, and I don't know. I don't even how many. This is a question I don't even have an answer to, but there are a lot of different AI companies, right? Like how many do you? I can't even imagine because there's so many. But there's like how many main AI companies would you say there are?
I mean,
what
I know it's
are
so
you
hard.
looking for?
I was trying to figure out, like, that's why I can't figure out what the bubble looks like or what it looks like, because there's so many different AI companies that do different things. There's so many industries working with it that.
I mean, I think the biggest consumers of AI right now, the ones that are the biggest, it's like startup culture right now, right? The entire West Coast is covered, and everything is an AI company in one way, shape, or form. They're not doing AI research or building the AI tools, but they're trying to market AI in one way or another. And I think that's the big bubble. I mean, these big companies will still probably have these tools because, I mean, they're almost too big to fail situation. But
well, and what I have sort of, I am also not an economist, but what I've heard people pundits talking about and on the news and stuff is like the sort of tech bubble that AI is like the bubble. When the bubble pops, when it does happen, there will be losers. There will be companies that don't survive, and it will probably be most of the companies that exist that are trying to put out an AI product. But like there will be big winners, right? Like there was a .com bubble, and that bubble did burst, but also there were companies like Google and I don't know. I honestly don't remember the .com. I was a kid, but like I assume Google, I assume maybe Yahoo, even though they didn't survive. There were companies that won, and how that impacts the economy as a whole, I don't actually know for sure. But it's not like the bubble's gonna burst, all the money's gonna go away, and it's gonna be like the Stone Ages again or something. It'll be a restructuring or something, right? The companies that won the game will take over the industry, and the companies that lost the game, all their investors will lose their money, all their employees will be fired, but it'll be complicated. Definitely a struggle feeling pressure to mention AI. Oh, you're Carly with VPPPA. Hey, what's up? And so difficult navigating conversations, don't scroll away, with non-tech savvy folks who want to just add AI to their existing model. Yeah, that's another interesting part of this whole, this part of Real Good's mission, kind of, and interesting part of the industry in general is it's not clear what AI is. It's, as with a lot of new technologies, it's a term that kind of means things, but also encompasses a lot of stuff that people may not consider when they think, oh, that, like, this is what AI is to me. And I don't know if there's a good way to make a definition for the term AI that, like, works and makes sense, because it's a lot of stuff. It can be anything. It's just a buzzword. Yeah, that's right. It's a buzzword. That's what those are called. And somebody asked, I was trying to keep this in my brain, but I lost it. Somebody asked, what kind of research does Real Good do? They were asking, like, is it in the medical field? Is it, I don't know if you want to field that, Mandy, but we're not like a specific industry where we're trying to bring AI into a certain thing. We have scientists like Mandy and the rest of our team who are experts in their fields, but also have experience working with using AI tools and research. Mandy led a team that basically invented a new tool that, I mean, is it fair to say that it's an AI tool, even though it's really a GP tool? But like, it's not like we're trying to make one thing, or we're a medical nonprofit or anything like that. We have done research with Elder Justice about it was an Elder Justice organization in Orange County, California, about the unhoused population and policy impacts, and how they can adjust their funding and adjust their policies to have the greatest impact on their unhoused population that they're trying to provide services and support for. We have, I don't know, do you want to talk about what kind of research we have going on?
I mean, the biggest
struggling to recall
aspect that they just need to understand is that it's on the physical math that backs machine learning is number one what we're doing. And now you can't completely do that in a bubble. You have to do it on problems, and the problems that we're picking are problems that we think are important to the world in some way, shape, or form, like the homelessness population, like another one that we're working on is like scientifically trying to map the seafloor so that we have information about the seafloor that we didn't previously know about our world. Like these good scientific and forward-thinking applications as opposed to one specific field. We're not applying machine learning. We're trying to completely change the machine learning algorithms themselves.
I guess I don't know if this will be helpful to anyone, but this kind of helped me. This kind of comparison helped me when I was trying to wrap my head around what is AI in the world. And if this helps you, great. And if it doesn't, sorry, I'm wasting your time. But if you think about the term AI and compare it to a term like car, right? There are a lot of things in the world that are cars. They are all cars. They may look very different. They're whatever, automobiles, motor vehicles, however you want to say it. They are all things. But like, until a certain point in the last couple decades, basically all cars were internal combustion cars. But then EVs came onto the scene, and up to a certain point, like when the Ford Model T was invented, like, you know, cars had wooden spoked wheels. There were certain technologies. What Real Good is developing is like new drivetrains for cars, new safety technology. It's all part of AI. It's all encompassed by what is a car and what goes into a car. But the things that the term AI includes are broad, and the technology that goes into things that are AI has, like Mandy said, has math behind it and science behind it as to why it works and how it does what it does. And that's what our research is going to try and, like, you know, we're developing the future of the technology that's going to go into these things, hopefully. I don't know if that helped anyone, but that was a big sort of framework for me when I was trying to understand what the hell is AI, because it kind of seems like it's everything.
We're doing math. That's what we're doing. We're doing a lot of math.
Iron Lung's very good. You should go see it. I did not see the premiere. The version that I saw was last summer. It was an early cut of it that had placeholders, and
It was not just last summer, was it?
it was not this summer. It was summer
Oh.
of 2024.
2024. Got it.
So I haven't seen the final product basically at all. But what I saw was very promising and very good, and I think you should definitely go see Iron Lung if you can, because Mark is awesome and the movie is, I assume, awesome.
Well, thank you for all your questions, chat. You're good questioners.
If you drive into San Francisco, there's billboard after billboard, each a different AI company advertising services.
Yup.
Yeah, I can't believe, so this is not really an AI concern, this is more like a business practice thing. I can't believe what AI companies are allowed to advertise.
I know.
So AI companies are out here being like, oh, we have an enterprise AI solution. It'll analyze your data. It'll answer all your emails. It'll make you lunch. They just say stuff, and it's like I know what AI is capable of, at least to a certain extent, and I know that it can't do what you're saying it can do. I know that what you're saying is just a lie. But these companies are out here just pushing, whatever their new AI tool is, whatever their platform is, and they're just like, yeah, it'll do everything. It can run your whole business. You can fire your human employees. You don't need them. Just get a bunch of AIs. And like, I don't, unless they had some breakthrough that they kept real quiet and nobody else has figured out, I don't think they're doing all this stuff that they're advertising. I think they're only kind of doing it, and it's doing a real shit job, I would expect. But I've never actually used all these tools. I can't say I've touched every single piece of AI tech that gets advertised and that's being sold out there. So I don't actually know. I just think it's crazy what they're allowed to claim, because some of the claims are pretty wild.
And it's all just wrappers on these things that are publicly available tools is the funny part.
It's all just like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini with like that company's name slapped on it. Yeah.
With some intermediary that's meant to do something for you. And it drives me crazy. This is one of the reasons we made this organization, is because we knew this was about to happen and that it was going to be a wild, wild west and be just disgusting in terms of business. But that's just my personal view on it. Sorry. Not representing real good AI. That's Mandy's personal view on business practices. Sorry.
I work for IBM. They fired the entire HR department and replaced them with AI. That is terrifying.
I think someone sort of reported them to HR. Like,
yeah. That's not what you want to hear.
Okay, well, it's 4 o'clock, but thank you all for all your questions. We enjoyed talking to you today. I especially enjoyed talking about the rating system.
Yeah, I'm excited for the rating system.
If you have any ideas, like if you shoot up in the middle of the night and you're like, they should call that this, I'm still trying to come up with a good name. Working on it.
All right, chat. Oh. That scene transition did not make my computer happy. Here we are. We're back, chat. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to wrap up the thingy. What's this called that we're doing? Live stream. So we're going to wrap up the stream. Next week on Friday, December 19th, Patrick Static, streamer. You may know him as Wade's friend. Patrick Static is going to be on stream. We're going to be talking to him about what does he think about AI and other things that he knows about. He's a very successful streamer and YouTuber, plays a lot of video games, funny and entertaining dude. So next week, Friday, from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, Patrick Static will be the guest. I don't know if we've picked a game. Do we have the game for that already, Craig, or is that still up in the air?
I think the game is called Cure. It's like a hospital simulator.
Oh.
It's one of the ones he was looking at. I think it might be that one.
I'm sure that'll be fine. We won't do anything bad to any patients if we're running a hospital. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, come hang out. It should be fun. Our interviews are always fun. They're always interesting, and you never know what you're going to get because we have had people from nonprofits. We've had PhD scientists doing interesting research. We've had streamers. We've had all manner of people, and you should definitely come. I'm going to do a raid over to the Real Good channel. Make sure that you follow the newsletter if you're interested, the socials if you're interested. Go to the website if you want to donate. There's a donate button. If you want to volunteer, there's a page about how you can volunteer. If you're interested at all, there are links in chat. And make sure you check them out. Make sure you're following. Make sure you follow the Twitch channel, which I'm about to raid you all into. That way you'll never miss anything. Because I won't necessarily always be live. Sometimes Craig or other members of the team will be live, and I'll be otherwise engaged, or I'll be sick for a month, or who knows what. But you should go check out the channel. I am going to end my stream. We'll probably hang out and talk for a second on the Real Good end, but make sure you follow. Check out Real Good AI. Thanks for the great talk today, chat. We are out of here on this channel, twitch.tv/realgoodai. Go over there if you want to see the after party, by which I mean casual conversation. Okay, bye.